Hello there. This is the lesson on What's the Matter with the Mill, and we're in drop D tuning, so it means that I tune down my E string one tone, so it becomes an D. Okay, and we're playing this in D position. I'll play the intro and the verse accompaniment first, and I'll play that slowly, and I sing it softly so you hear where the notes, the words belong. Okay, so we're starting the intro with a long A, and then in the fourth beat we move to our partial G chords, the G7 chords. First finger on the first fret, the pinky on the second string third fret, and the fifth string second fret. So that's one of the tricky bits in this song, the movement to the G chords, still when you're playing the A bass. Now move. Hammer on and pull off. And then in the tablature you will see a sign like this, just above the D note, the bass note in the third bar, just next to the D indication. And this sign says you need to be forceful, you need to accent that. Little bend. Now in that fourth bar you see the arrows, and I'm hitting that with my nails, brushing down and brushing up. And I'm using my two fingers to do that. If you don't have the control when you, because the first string doesn't ring, if you don't have the control, then move that finger a little bit so the first string is muted. Okay, one more time that intro. And notice that in the entire song, the bass is muted by the palm of my hand. I'm resting it a bit on the bridge. Here, you can see it slightly better. Because otherwise it would sound pretty awful. I'll give you an example. Muted. Not muted. Every hand is different, so you need to look for the, let's say, the sweet spot where it sounds for you the best. And I'm playing really strong because you see almost three strings moving. Okay, now we go to the verse, and we're sliding to the 7th fret with our ring finger, and our index finger is on the 5th fret. That's a G chord, a full G chord. That's what I also wanted to tell you. We're not playing the 3rd string, 7th fret. That would be the full G chord, but just the first two strings. And we don't want, since I'm playing this forcible. You hear the third string is ringing too. We don't want that, so we're moving our ring finger just a little bit so it touches that third string, and then you can really whack it without that annoying sound of the third open string. And again, the bass muted. And okay, I'll do it first now, the verse accompaniment. And notice that that second beat, where you have this sign above, it means also cut it short. And I'm lifting the left hand from the strings a bit so the sound is muted. Now, what I wanted to say is that you will notice that the guitar accompaniment really follows the vocal line. And I will demonstrate that a bit exaggerated. Add a little corn, put it in a sack, send it to the mill, and come right back. What's the matter with the mill? It done broke down. What's the matter with the mill? It done broke down. I can get no grinding. Tell me what's the matter with the mill? This style makes it easier to sing, I think. It helps you to put it, how should I say, more rhythmically in tune. Okay, now we've done that. And then I pinky to the 8th fret, 7th fret, and open, well, the chords. And then we moving into the G7 chord. And here my index plays the 3rd and the 2nd string, and my middle finger will play the 1st string. I'm going to the D chord. And now we're walking into the A chord. So you will see that the notes under parentheses, because they're not really, they are played, but not with much accent. They're not melody notes. And then the arrow says that you play with the thumb almost 3 strings. And then you slide it to the 2nd fret. Well, the 2nd fret in the tab is a bit well, too early, let's say. The 2nd fret happens to be played when you're in the 13th bar, when you play the bass. You can add a little index finger also. That 2nd beat is short, and I move my hand a little bit up so it's muted. And again we're moving fast to that G7 chord. Again, that is under parentheses, that last note in the 14th bar. It's not a melody note, but it is played. It helps you to get to that D chord. Again, that 13th and 14th bar. Okay, I think that's it for the verse and intro. So let's go to the first solo, and I will play it first slowly. Okay, the first we have that E, the D chord again at the 5th and 7th fret. Again, mute that 3rd string. We don't want to sound that it sounds. And now we're sliding to the 10th fret. And back to the 7th fret. And open. And hit. And in our G chord. And in our G chord you see the 3rd string 3rd fret, there's a sign like this above that note, so we're going to play it short, because if we don't do that it sounds like this. It clashes, but if you play it short it sounds really good. So I lift my finger after I play the string. Again, we're moving up the 3rd finger to get that open, and that little, let's say, boogie figure. And we're sliding into that A chord. I'm not playing, I'm playing it. It's difficult sometimes when you play it slow, you don't see it the same way as when you play it fast. So, and then you have to be fast. So we only played, we pick it once with the right hand, and then we do a pull off. And again, very fast to the G chords. Let's play it one more time. Now, if you're not able to do that when we play the song so fast, you can go around it by just 4th fret. Don't do the pull-offs, just play the 4th fret at one beat and then go to the G chord. Again, in that 26th bar where we'll go to the G, that 2nd beat where we have that. Again, I'm playing the 3rd and the 2nd string with my index and the 1st string with my middle finger. It is a fast triplet. When we play it up to speed, I'll do it. Again, if you're not able to do that, you can go around it by simply not playing the triplet but the first 2 notes. And then the full bar would sound like this. And here we have a variation on that strumming. Up. Alright, I'll play it one more time and more up to speed. Okay, the 2nd solo. And then we go to the 6th fret. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'll play it it one more time and try to play it a bit slower because that was rather fast. Okay, and you will notice that in the performance video I really accent the first beat of the first 3 measures. It really tells me, because there's a lot of similarity between those bars, when every bar starts and when it's time to stop the pattern, so to speak. And this are really mute, because then another phrase starts, so it really makes the 2 phrases separate. Now we're sliding to the 10th position, where we're gonna grab a diminished chord, so that's 10, 9, 10, 9. Open, so we started the open string, slide to the 9th fret, and then again. So I'm playing up stroke with a middle finger, thumb down, up stroke, bass, and then I hit it with my nails of the 2 fingers. And then we change the bass from, you could consider this as an alternating bass passage. You could play it with a thumb also, the last note, instead of hitting it. And then we go to the D string for the bass. And in the next bar we're going to the A string for the bass. So one more time. And in the last bar there are 2 difficulties. And that's a bend and release. Again. There's a little mistake then, I think, in the tap. I'm going to play it one more time. Yeah, before the 11, it should be a 10. The 3rd bar should be a 10 on the 2nd string. And then we have a roll. Thumb, middle, index and thumb. And do our A chord. Okay, I'm going to play the solo one more time. Okay, that's it for the 2nd solo, and we even have a 3rd solo, which I'll play now. Okay, so the first bar is a bit like the previous solo. We slide into the 6th fret, open, and to our D chord. One more time. And then we're sliding to a D chord. That's a A7 position moved up. To our G chord. Don't forget to mute the right hand. Now we have a boogie woogie figure. One more time. It's a pinch and an added note with the index. And here I do the picking with the middle finger. Now, if you listen to the performance video, you will notice that I used some elements of the solos for the verse accompaniment to put some variation in it. And the third solo, the last part, where I did, well, the lyrics again. So I can get no grinding. I did like the third solo. And also I get no grinding. Tell me what's matter. That's the ending of the second solo, if I'm right. So once more. Okay, I think that's about it for this song. And there are a lot of ways to play this. So just have fun with this and mix and match those licks, and I'm sure you will have a great time with it. Okay, I forgot to talk about the end tag, which is a variation of something we did before. And harmonics at the 7th fret with the thumb. So sometimes, well, I play the bass, the first 3 bars, the first 3 beats I take. Now with the index.